Back familiar to Northside LDN. And today, Arsenal win 3-0 against Oxford. And I have to be honest, I have to keep it 100. We made hard work of it. In the second half, I think it was all Oxford United. I think they were the team that played better. They pressed us back into our half. We were unable to hit them on the counter or form any type of attack. I think it took us almost 40 minutes to get a shot on target. Absolutely disgraceful start from Arsenal against Oxford United, if I'm being completely honest. But we made up for it in the second half and we ultimately got the job done. But starting off with the first half, honestly, it just wasn't good enough in my opinion from Arsenal. You cannot be getting pushed back by a team, Oxford, that in League One, I think they're in 16th place, and we're unable to break them down, form any counter attack. Tomiyasu's getting doubled up on every time he's trying to run down the channels. Saka's getting doubled up on. Martinelli's the only one trying to make runs as well with Saka, but getting doubled up on. And once again, the thing I hate to see once again is when you use our bench, you can see that it's not that great. The midfield in the first half was getting overrun. El Neni wasn't able to play any balls through to spark any counter attacks. Lokonga was doing what Lokonga normally does, isn't really that great at providing much, if I'm being completely honest. Fabio Vieira was absolutely anonymous as well. And this is why, I mean, the way that we play, trying to play through teams, you've got to win the midfield battle. And in the first half, we didn't win the midfield battle. We weren't doing enough to play through Oxford. And ultimately, we did nothing. No shots on target in the first half that I saw anyway. There was only one opportunity in the 42nd minute. We had a throw in and it lands to Nketiah. He's right next to the goalkeeper and he skies it over the top. And I'm thinking, I mean, come on. For a game, for a first half, Eddie Nketiah, you're having no opportunity, no luck, which isn't completely Eddie Nketiah's fault. The midfield ain't providing him any service. Vieira is not providing him with service. Neither is Lokonga. I understand that. But when you get your chance, you've got to grab it by the scruff of the neck. And he didn't do that in the first half. And I'm frustrated because at that time, I'm thinking, why is it? And not even why are we looking this bad. I already knew that when you play a lot of these rotation players, it just isn't that great. And the football wasn't great. The manager looked a bit clueless. Arteta looked like he didn't, he ran out of plans in the first half. And the first half was frustrating. It was a frustrating watch. We just didn't look good at anything. We weren't good at build-up play. We weren't good at passing. We wasn't good at applying pressure. And we seemed like Oxford just pressing any of the players that had the ball and pressing us back into our half. They're just pressing us into hoofing the ball over the top. And we weren't able to gather any rhythm, any style to the way that we were playing. Nothing. That was the most boring first half of football that I've seen from Arsenal so far this season. That was probably the worst. Of course, I expected a more rotated team. But even our rotated team, I'm expecting them to be able to deal with a team that are in League One. I don't think this is a great rotation bench, a group of players that we have in the Premier League, but dealing with teams that are in League One, League Two, maybe the Championship, I'm thinking, okay, they should be able to at least, impose themselves. In the first half, I didn't see any of that. I really didn't see any of that. And I think Oxford did very, very well in nullifying us from playing our football. Maybe they looked at what happened to us when we played against Newcastle, when we played against Man United, not letting us play through balls, not letting us play little triangles, not allowing us space in behind to run at them. And we were unable to really affect the game in the first half. Let's just keep it real. It was shocking from Arsenal in the first half against Oxford. And they were the better team. But listen, the second half, I think that changed a lot. It changed a lot. Fabio Vieira, that was completely anonymous, decided to turn it back on with the free kick. He had a free kick, crosses it into the box. El Nene with the header. Great header from El Nene. And we go up 1-0. And that is what I wanted to see, Great ball from Fabio Vieira. And in the second half, I think he really turned up and started, going through the gears. I don't understand why we couldn't see this on the first half, but we definitely saw it in the second half. Then there was a ball through to Nketiah from Vieira that beats the keeper, and then that's 2-0. And I think Fabio Vieira did very, very well in both assists for both our first two goals. I think he did well, but I want him to have a great game from the first minute to the 90th minute. But you can't take it away from him. 2 assists in this game. But then again, it's Oxford. You know, I'm expecting a Fabi Vieira that we paid 35 million for to be able to be effective in a game against Oxford United. With all due respect, 15th or 16th in League One, I'm expecting them to be able to do a job. But for me, I still need more from Fabi Vieira, because he was just goals for about 60 to 70 minutes of this game. You know, 60 to 70 minutes, this guy was completely goals from the game. And it's like, you can't just be turning it on when you feel like it. You know, it was really, really poor. Up until the free kick and the assist for El Nene's header, it was shocking from Fabi Vieira. After that, they started opening up and we started to get a bit more space. Martinelli's making more runs. I was very impressed with Martinelli and Saka. I think not very impressed, but they were two players that were continuously trying to make problems, especially Martinelli. Even though the Oxford right back was doing a good job in trying to keep Martinelli at bay. At certain times, Martinelli was trying to spring on counter-attacks and he was keeping pace with Martinelli. But at the same time, I think Martinelli was causing problems for Oxford and he didn't stop trying. That's one thing I love about Martinelli. Not the greatest game, but I saw him actually trying to be more direct and try and get us into the lead. So, you know, I was impressed with that. What I didn't understand was why we didn't see ESR and Marquinhos start this game. I mean, we've got Tottenham on the weekend. Why not just start them? If they're fit enough to come on for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, why not just start them? I just don't understand why not. I mean, you know, you could have just started Marquinhos and ESR as our wingers and given Saka and Martinelli a rest, because Saka, I think, came off in the 70th or 75th minute for ESR, and he looked like he caught a bit of an injury, you know. And to avoid that, we need to start rotating some of these players. Okay, I understand when these players are injured, okay, you don't have that option. But at the end of the day, we need to be rotating Saka and Martinelli. We had this problem last season when we burnt Martinelli and Saka out towards the crunch end of the season. This season, we're still continuously playing Martinelli and Saka almost every game. We need to rotate these guys, in my opinion, and keep them fresh, especially when you have options like Marquinhos and options like ESR that should be more than good enough to be dealing with Oxford United. But that's just my opinion. That's how I saw it. I think them two should have been starting. Also, that it was a very good goal from Nketiah, but for his second goal, the nice run for Martinelli once again, and then a through ball to Nketiah, and Nketiah with a nice little dink, and it was a calm, collected finish. And I was like, you know what, Nketiah, fair enough. That second goal, very nice finish, you know, and we've seen him have, you know, this season, one or two very good finishes, you know, strikers finishes. And he made up, you know, him and, if I'm going to be completely honest, Nketiah and Fabi Vieira did make up for their lackluster first half, and they did turn up. But ultimately, this team needs to be turning up from the first minute to the 90th minute. The first half was absolute shambles. That was the most boring first half of football I've seen in a long, long time. That was a disgrace. I'm sorry. We offered absolutely nothing. No shots on target. We didn't create anything. We didn't have a plan B. We couldn't play through them. We didn't have another way to get at them. We couldn't spring a counter attack. I mean, come on. You know, I'm not asking for too much. You know, and it's Oxford United. But in the second half, like I said, Fabi Vieira was finding those gaps, finding those little slip passes, and I need to see that more on a consistent basis. He turned it on for the second half, and it was a lot better. Granit Xhaka, when he came on, obviously helped that as well. I think the bringing on Zinchenko and bringing on Granit Xhaka got us dominating the midfield again. And once we dominated the midfield in the second half, which we failed to do in the first half, we started finding spaces in and behind Oxford United's defence, and we started to come at them and put them under pressure and start having shots on target. And we scored 3 goals in the second half, and that just goes to show. I still think it's completely crazy. Listen, people, I'm still recovering from COVID, so I'm sorry if my voice doesn't sound 100%. I'm still healing, but yeah. I still find it shocking that it's the 9th now of January and we still have not bought anyone in the transfer window so far. This bench isn't strong enough, and we're struggling to be dominating the Oxford United side that is in League One. And this is the problem that I have. El Nene, for me, is just not good enough. Fabio Vieira, for me, still has a lot to prove. Yes, he turned it up in the second half, still, for me, has a lot to prove. Sambi Lokonga offers absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's no point in him being there. I don't see what he does. I don't think he's a great passer of the ball. I don't think he's a great dribbler of the ball. I don't think he drives at defenses. I don't understand what Sambi Lokonga actually does, in my opinion. Every time I see Sambi Lokonga, I want more from him. And it's always the same pucaria. It's always the same merda. It's always the same lixo. It's always the same stupid passes or the passes. With Lokonga, I don't know what this guy does. I don't know what this guy is good at. I don't know. Someone help me to, enlighten me. Nketiah, first half, I didn't see much from him. I'm not going to completely put it down onto Nketiah because the midfield was non-existent. Strikers strive off of service. He didn't get any service, but he had one opportunity at the end of the end of the first half where he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper and he skies it, and I'm thinking, come on. But he made up for it in the second half, but we still need better, if I'm going to be completely honest. I don't understand why we're not tackling our Achilles heel this season, which is the bench. The bench isn't strong enough. It just isn't strong enough. And we need to go out there and get players done. We have got Man City, Tottenham, and Man United coming up in the next 3 fixtures. Not in that specific order. We got Tottenham, then we got Man United, then we got Man City. We need to strengthen we need to strengthen the bench because this bench isn't good enough. Let's just keep it 100. The bench isn't good enough, and you see it today. Yes, we got the job over the line and everything else, and a lot of people are going to ignore the first half. The first half was atrocious, absolutely atrocious. We shouldn't need first teamers to be beating Oxford United. I'm sorry. We are Arsenal Football Club. We shouldn't need them to come on to finish them. But ultimately, Fabio Vieira turned up. Ultimately, Nketiah turned up, and we did what we needed to do. But at the end of the day, we still need to look at this team and analyze this team and see where we need to improve. Rob Holding is somebody that we need to move on. Do I think we're going to get another centre back? Nah, but I still think he's a centre back that should have been moved on ages ago. And it is what it is. He's still here. I don't even want to talk about Rob Holding. We need better than Rob Holding, but I don't see us buying another centre back in January. Then you're looking at the midfield. I'm sorry, Mohamed El Neni. We need to move on from Mohamed El Neni. Lokonga, this guy is the our midfield version of Nuntavaj. I just don't see it with this guy. I don't see it with Lokonga. And Martinelli and Saka, they look decent today. They look good, especially Martinelli. I think they look very good. But at the end of the day, we can't expect them to play every competition. FA Cup, Premier League, Europa League, it's just not realistic. It's just not realistic. And that's what I would like to see. And I don't understand why Marquinhos is only getting about 10 minutes. How many minutes did he get today? About 10 minutes? I don't understand why this guy's coming in for 82nd minute. Why is Marquinhos coming on in the 82nd minute? I don't understand. I want to see how good this guy really is. Start the guy. Start the guy. I swear since the early group stages of the Europa League, I think he played 1 or 2 games where he started. I think 1 or 2. I think one of them he scored and we won that game off of his goal, and we've not seen him anymore. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the manager's not seeing enough from Marquinhos in training. I don't know I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's coming to training late or I don't know what it is. But in the FA Cup, and cup competitions like that, I'm expecting him to be a little bit more flexible with his team lineup and start Marquinhos. Start ESR. I know ESR come back from an injury. I know ESR was injured for an amount of time, has come back and stuff. I completely understand that. But come on, man. Come on. Like, giving the boy less than 10 minutes. I mean, what's he going to do with less than 10 minutes to really make a statement as to, I want a chance in the starting lineup? We already know in the Premier League, Marquinhos ain't going to be in the starting lineup. Okay, fair enough. So if he's not going to be in the starting lineup in the Premier League, which we know, give him a starter in the FA Cup. Give him a starter in the Europa League. I just don't understand. I honestly don't understand what this kid has to do to get at least 45 minutes, at least. 8 minutes. 8 to 9. Come on, man. I don't know. I don't think it's fair on the kid personally. I don't know if the kid is good enough or not because he doesn't get enough minutes to tell me if whether he's good enough or not, whether he's ready or not. He probably isn't ready, but I'd love to see it for myself to be like, okay, we have an indicator as to Marquinhos. Okay, we've seen this for Marquinhos. This is what he can do. This is what he's great at. Okay, maybe he needs more time. Maybe he needs a loan. This, and that. We don't get to see that. We don't get to see that, and that is a little bit frustrating because Arsene Wenger used to be great at that. FA Cup, you'd get the youngsters starting, and they would be starting and showcase their talent to us and what they can do and see if they can replicate that in the Premier League. We're not seeing that with Marquinhos. And that was a little bit underwhelming to be honest. Bear with me, people. I'm still recovering from COVID. Please hit the like button, please, people. Because recovering from COVID and I'm still doing a match reaction. So I'd appreciate it if you guys can hit the like button. But yeah, I mean, Smith Rowe come on 75th minute. He looked decent. Obviously, he needs to gain match fitness. I think he did all right. Granit Xhaka looked decent as well. Didn't do too bad. Zinchenko as well. I was glad to see ESR come on. I know he's been injured for a while. I think he could have come on a lot earlier, in my opinion. I think we could have seen more of Emil Smith Rowe as well. As he, obviously coming back from injury, just give him, a big run out, I think would have been better. But he come on with 75 minutes, and it is what it is. Maybe the manager's trying to be a little bit cautious of him not, repeating his injury. And I know that Emil Smith Rowe doesn't have the best injury record, so maybe he's a little bit hesitant to, push ESR too much and make him, injured again, and then resulting on him being out for the rest of the season. So I can understand, monitoring ESR, because as young as he is and with the talent that he is, he's been having recurrent injuries year in, year out. So I kind of understood it, and it is what it is. But ultimately, today, for me, it just shows me that we still need a lot. This Arsenal team still needs a lot in terms of, you take away a lot of the starters, especially in midfield, and it's poor. We didn't address the midfield in the summer. Let's keep it real. We didn't address the way we needed to, and this midfield is weak. When you take out Odegaard, when you take out Partey, when you take out Xhaka, you got Lokonga, Mohamed Elneny, and Fabi Vieira. It's not that great. Fabi Vieira, was able to be kept quiet against Oxford for about 60 to 70 minutes. That's not that great, and a lot of people are going to be raving, 2 assists. Yeah, these guys are on League One. Let's keep it real. It's not the same prime Barcelona that we're playing up against. You know what I'm saying? And then you're looking at Lokonga, and it's like, every time this guy never affects the game. And then we're playing Oxford, and the guy's still struggling to affect the game. I'm sorry, I don't see anything about this guy at all. I didn't think Tierney was bad. I don't understand why Tierney got taken off, if I'm being completely honest. When I saw that, I don't understand why Tierney got taken off, but there you go. That's what the manager wanted to do. Ultimately, it worked out in our favor. But yeah, he got taken off. Tomiyasu looked a little bit more solid today. But then again, this is what I'm saying. I'm not going to judge players completely based off of a performance against Oxford United. All due respect to them, it's Oxford United. You should be, if you're playing for Arsenal, you should be good enough to give me an 8 or 9 out of 10 performance against Oxford United. I don't think that's me asking too much. That's just the stature of Arsenal Football Club and the stature of Oxford United. So it kind of is what it is. Gabriel and Holding, I think they played decently. So did Turner. And yeah, it is what it is. I think it was a little bit cringe for Eddie Nketiah to be doing all that call me, scoring against Oxford United. I'm thinking, come on, bro. Like, these are the kind of teams that you score against. You don't even celebrate. Like, you just take the ball back to the halfway line. We go again. Do you know what I'm saying? Try and get a hat trick. You know what I mean? It's not that deep. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think it's that deep here. But listen, everyone's different. Maybe, it is what it is. I mean, if it helps his confidence, then he doesn't need to listen to me. If it's going to make him continue to score, then fair enough. I think the first goal was very good. I think Nketiah's second goal was ice cold. The way he took it and just chipped it past the goalkeeper, I think that was cold. Like the way he took that goal was cold. But yeah, we've seen that he's got it in his locker, and long may it continue. Long may it continue. I've been somebody that's criticizing Nketiah a lot, and I'd like him to prove me wrong. I'd like Nketiah to continue to prove me wrong. I still think that we need another striker. I still think we need a more clinical striker, somebody that's going to be able to score 20 plus goals in a season, which I don't think Nketiah is that guy. But you know, Nketiah is useful in FA Cups and you know, games like this. And I think he definitely redeemed himself in the second half once the midfield started finding him and finding his runs. And yeah, I can't really take that away from him. But yeah, ultimately, for me, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I was just so shocked by the first half. I was like, what is going on? Because we still got Gabriel, Tierney, Martinelli, Saka, Nketiah. Is Tommy has to start? No, not really. We still got 5 players that are starters, yeah, for us in the Premier League playing in this game. 5 starters, and we struggled to do anything in that first half. For me, that's unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. You know, and the midfield needs addressing. And I've been saying this, we need another deep line playmaker, in my opinion, because Sambi Lokonga just ain't it. He really ain't it. You know, Fabi Vieira, of course, it doesn't look like we're going to get another number 10 because obviously we've got Fabi Vieira and Odegaard. I would like another number 10. It doesn't look like we're going to, but we definitely need another CDM as well. I just think the way that Mohamed El Neni was just getting overrun at times and forced to play balls over the top and stuff, he wasn't giving us what Thomas Partey gives us when we get pressed, in my opinion. So I'd like another CDM. And we need some wingers and we need another striker. We definitely need that. If we're gonna continue on this run in the Premier League and go for the title, we definitely need some signings. But listen, it is what it is. It wasn't the most it wasn't the most convincing performance by Arsenal by any means. But we got the job done. We got the job done in the end, and that's the most important thing. Let me get into you lot's comments. I can't lie, man. Catching COVID is the worst thing. I'm telling you, like, I'm actually telling you, it's the worst thing. Oh my days! The last rival show, I was there, just blowing my nose, like so many tissues. I was like, and then like, the pain. I'm telling you, the pain, the actual pain of catching COVID. The first time I've caught COVID, it was mad, absolutely mad. We will see you lot at the Etihad, bro. Big up my bro each and every time. Big up D1, man. Thanks for tuning in, bro. Bro, I need to hear your thoughts on Roberto Martinez being named Portugal manager. I'm fuming at that, bro. It's an absolute shambles, man. I saw someone sent it to me that Martinez is going to be is now the manager for Portugal. Like, this bum did nothing with Belgium, and that was supposed to be their golden era. What's he gonna do with Portugal? Like, this is just ridiculous. I don't understand why they didn't go to Jose Mourinho, because I feel like Jose Mourinho would do a job with this Portuguese team. Roberto Martinez, bro, this guy, bro, he ain't good enough, man. Every time it was a crunch time with Belgium, the guy flopped every time. So what's he going to do with Portugal? Like, we're wasting time. We're wasting this generation on Roberto Martinez. Like, was there no better candidates? I don't get it. Why didn't we go to Mancini or something? Do you know what I'm saying? Even if we went to Roberto Mancini, yeah, that is the only Roberto I wanted to be a Portuguese coach. Roberto Mancini, bro, I would have taken him for the Portuguese Seleção job. I would have taken him easy. Do you know what I'm saying? He won the Euros with Italy with no striker. Do you know what I'm saying? So imagine what you can do with Portugal. Like, I just don't understand. I don't get how the Portuguese FA even came to that conclusion. But we will see. We'll see. I don't know. Right now, I'm focused on Arsenal, to be honest with you, bro. But I can't believe it. Tomiyasu is shocking, innit, bro? Tomiyasu, I think this is his level against Oxford United, bro. Overall, I don't think he's all that. If I'm being completely honest with you, man. Are you confident going into the North London derby away? Am I confident? I'm confident on the basis of what I've seen from Arsenal this season. I think the team is more resilient. The team is more together. The team are playing for each other. And we've got a more cohesive way of playing football this season. But at the same time, we have a bench that is dire. We've got a bench that when you use this bench in the Premier League, it's not that great. It looks great when you use it against an Oxford United, but that's their League One. You know what I'm saying? And the bench just isn't good enough. And we saw it against Newcastle that even Mikel Arteta didn't want to bring on any of his players. He didn't want to bring on Fabio Vieira. He didn't want to bring on Marquinhos. He didn't want to bring on Lokonga. When we're chasing a game to try and get 3 points out of it. So if you didn't trust those guys against Newcastle, do I see him using them against Tottenham Hotspur? I don't really see it. And like I said, we've got a very good starting 11. That's not the problem with Arsenal. It's when the starting 11 team isn't doing what they need to do. When you look at the bench, who have we got off the bench that you can say is a game changer? That's going to change things. That's going to be like, yeah, this is the guy. Let me know. And, we're 9 days into the transfer window and I'm yet to see a concrete, Arsenal actually putting a concrete bid for anyone when we've got multiple positions that we need strengthening in. We need a deep line playmaker. We need a CDM. We need a cam. We need another striker. We need another winger. We need all these things. But yet I've not seen anything. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But we'll see. I guess the excuse will be if we don't sign anyone this January, or if we only sign one guy, which is looking like it's going to be Mudryk, because it looks like João Felix, Arsenal don't want to give the money that Atletico Madrid want, which is ridiculous. Just go in and get him on the loan and get him in through the door. Getting João Felix is the difference between us cementing being in a title race and not. These are the kind of signings, bro. These are the kind of signings that will cement if we're going to be in a title race, leading up into May or not. You know what I'm saying? We're going in for Mudryk, putting all our chips in Mudryk, and what? For a player that we don't know if he's going to be able to handle it in the Prem, for a player that we don't know if he's going to actually be able to contribute right now, because we're right now in a league title. It doesn't make any sense to me when there's cheaper, better options. With the money that you use for Mudryk, which is how much they want, 70, 80 mil. You could go and get Zaha for 20, 30 mil. Then you could go get João Felix on loan for 15 odd mil. Yeah, that's still less money. Then you could go get Trossard if you want to get Trossard as well. And then you can go get Maddison. That automatically makes you a lot stronger. Just as quick off the top of my head, just automatically makes you already stronger. 4 players already there in different positions that you can get. Boom, make you stronger. But no, we want to get all our money and just dash it at one player. It doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't make any sense to me. But it is what it is, bro. We'll see. Big up Northside. Happy New Year, my guy. Big up to you, bro. Unfortunately, I'm starting a new year with flipping COVID, bro. The worst of it is past, but my body just feels tired. I don't know if any of you have ever caught COVID. It is tiring, man. Honestly, and then watching that first half today from Arsenal, oh my God, it felt like I had COVID all over again. The way they were playing so slowly, what are these guys doing? These don't want to kill me faster than COVID. I don't know what's going on. I was looking for Arsenal to make a big statement early in the window and announce 1-2 big signings. Nothing yet. Felix is not being hijacked by Chelsea. Bro, these man, when did they ever get the job done early, bro? Do you remember the last transfer window? We didn't get what we needed to do early enough. We got 1-2 signings, got Zinchenko, got Gabriel Jesus, and then we just chilled and wasted time. And then last minute, we're scrambling to get Douglas Luiz. It's a joke, bro. It's a joke. And this happens all the time. And this is why I call it out, because I'm tired of it. Why can't we just know what we want, what we need to get, what the squad needs, go out there, get it done? I don't understand why we always have to drag our feet and be there haggling over 1-2 million pounds and this and that. Just get João Felix over the line. Just get it done. Why has everything got to be ultra complicated with Arsenal? Simple shit got to be complicated. I just don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. Bro, what you saying about Felix going to Chelsea? Like I said, bro, like it's an embarrassment, you know. But I know what certain Arsenal fans are going to say. Oh, we didn't really want him anyway, bro. I want him. I want him because I tell you what, there ain't a lot of top strikers out there at the moment. It looks like Rafael Leao staying at AC Milan. You know, Ivan Toney's got legal problems. You know, what other strikers are there? You know, a lot of them either we can't attract because they're at bigger clubs, or they're gonna cost a stupid amount of money. This guy's coming in on loan at, to be honest, at a bargain price, and we're still haggling. Like I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get it. You know. But there you go. Make sure you hit that like button, people. Big up, bro. Thank you very much. Big up my guy, Northside. Big up, bro. Thank you for tuning in, bro. Crap performance, even though we won. Until we scored the goal, it was crap. Both sides were just slow and lethargic on the ball. After that first goal, we picked up the pace, but it still wasn't amazing. Facts. We got the job done, but it wasn't great. It wasn't great, and that's not very convincing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't look too convinced when I'm looking at the opposition, and I'm thinking, come on, man, you man should be slapping these man up. Do you know what I'm saying? But big up to Oxford. They made it hard for us in the first half. Do you know what I mean? And we had no answer for them. You know, I had no answer for them. The way they were pressing us back into our half, had no answer for them. What's this? The reporter interviewing Arteta said any acquisitions. I'm not sure if Arteta understood the word. Then the interviewer told Arteta, John Felix looks like he's heading to Chelsea. Listen, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I don't care if Arsenal get Felix or not. I just want to see them get some top players. Not that bothered about Felix. But I personally want Felix. But yeah, if we don't get Felix, then there better be some big players that come in to make us think, all right, cool. Arsenal had a plan all along. We got this player. He's a top player. Cool. But up until then, I'm going to look at the João Felix deal and look like, why didn't we go in for this guy? I mean, it's a win-win. Like, if you get João Felix, you pay what? 15, 20 mil max to get him on loan. You're not committed because you haven't bought the player. You come in, you see what he does for the next couple of months until the end of the season. If he hits the ground running, you pay for him. You already know he can perform in the Prem. You already seen what he's about, and you already see how he integrates into the team. Then you buy him. It's easier than going out and buying a striker when you don't have to, and then not knowing, and then you got that risk of not knowing, is he gonna hit the ground running? Is he not? Is he gonna be able to fit into the Premier League or not? Is he gonna be able to integrate into the squad or not? I don't know. I think that's a smarter way of doing it. But when does Arsenal ever do the smart thing? I don't know. I mean, how many times were we here telling Arsenal to go for Paulinho? And now look at Paulinho flying for Fulham. So I'm saying, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Thoughts of Felix going to Chelsea? I already answered that. I was cussing the midfielder Lokonga, Elneny, and Vieira and Eddie first half. Eddie scored sublime goal in the second half. Fair play. Lokonga can't even shine against League One. How many chances does he want? Bro, I'm telling you, like, this guy is just not good enough, man. Yeah. You sound like you're still ill, my bro. What happened? COVID, bro. I got COVID. Unfortunately, bro. How much did Lokonga cost you lot? I think it was like 15 million now. 15, 20 million. I think we paid for Lokonga, something like that. Along them lines. This guy's a bum. He's a bum, though. I'd just sell him. He's still young enough that you can still finesse a team to get that money back. I'll just sell him. This guy's atrocious. Like, as much as I get onto, like Arsenal Manic said, I actually agree. Like, as much as you get onto Fabio Vieira and Nketiah, they actually did turn up though, second half to, against Oxford United. Lokonga still didn't turn up. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Here he is. Eddie Elneny is class. What a goal. We will win the Europa League. Here it goes, man. Apparently, Arsenal will pay 100 mil for Mudryk. Bruv, Arsenal pay 100 mil for Mudryk. Arsenal deserve to get finessed by every other club in the next coming years. because every club's going to take note if we are stupid enough. The thing is, yeah, Mudryk is probably only worth about 40 mil. Let me keep it 100. He's only probably worth about 40 mil. He ain't worth 80 mil. He's not proven. He don't play in a top league. He ain't played enough games in that league. He hasn't played enough games in the Champions League. He ain't worth that. Everything is a big question mark around him. You don't really know how good the guy really is. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. It's crazy. But, you know, at the end of the day, Shakhtar can demand whatever they want. They're banking on teams like Arsenal to be stupid enough to pay it. I just don't think it's worth it. I really don't. I'd rather go for a Trossard or a Zaha. At least I know what I'm getting. Like, listen, Mudryk might be as good as everyone's hyping, but the whole hype is more based on, it's all based on hype because he's young and this and that more than anything else. No one's seen him. No one's been watching him for years, watching him 90-minute games and all this type of. No one's been watching him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that, to really know of the player that well. So it's one of them ones. Like it's a big risk. Like one decent season, you want to buy a player. Liverpool bought Darwin Núñez after one good season at Benfica. They went and bought him, and look now. The guy don't look all that. Do you know what I'm saying? We got Gonçalo Ramos as well at Benfica, having a great season. He's been touted around as well. It's his only first good season, and you want to go buy him. Mudryk having his first good season at what, 21, 22 years old, and all of a sudden you want to go get him. That's a risk because the player's only had one good season. You don't really know how to monitor how good these guys are when when you're looking at their CV. It's only one outstanding season. It's not like it's been 3 or 4 that you can be like, okay, cool. This player's been performing at a very high level and above the level of the league that he's at for numerous years now. We've got enough to, you know, actually know how good this guy is. You don't know. You know, for me, I'm against going for players after one good season. I need to see another season of them. You know what I'm saying? Seeing if they can sustain that level, or was that just a one-off? Like I said, look at Darwin Núñez. That's what I'm saying. Look at Darwin Núñez. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Callum Chambers was better for you lot than Holding, but they got rid of Chambers instead. Bro, to be honest with you, I think they're both the same level, bro. I think they're both crap. Martinelli's Saka was poor. I actually think Martinelli was trying to make things happen, if I'll be honest with you. I don't think they were amazing, but I think Martinelli was trying to make runs, and their fullback was pretty fast, was keeping up pace with Martinelli, and that's why it was like that. But I actually think Martinelli was trying. But yeah, it is what it is. They can't motivate themselves against these small teams. Well, if they can't motivate themselves, then it's a problem, because I don't think you can be at Arsenal Football Club. If you're going to be at Arsenal Football Club and clubs the size of Arsenal, then you have to be able to motivate yourself for every game in every competition, because football's is about winning cups, winning trophies. You know, this is a trophy. You have to be up for it. If you can't motivate yourself, then that's a problem. I think that's a problem. I don't think that's an excuse that you can throw at the player. Oh, they can't motivate themselves. Well, the money that they receive every week should be motivation enough. That should be enough motivation. Because I'll tell you what, let me receive the lowest earner in the Arsenal squad salary per week, and that will motivate me to turn up against Oxford United and whoever else I got to play. So I'm not listening to any of that. Well, I hate when people use that as an excuse, but then again, there you go. Big up to you though, Fuad. It is what it is. What do you lot think of Tierney's performance, bro? I don't think it was amazing. I didn't think anyone had an amazing first half. Everyone was getting pressed back. And like I said, the midfield was supposed to be, you know, getting the ball from the defense and sparking a counter-attack. The midfield was non-existent in the first half. So I don't think it was completely Tierney's fault, but I don't think he had a great performance in the first half, but neither did anyone. Nobody had a great first half. No one, not Saka, not Martin, no one had a great first half against Oxford United today. So it is what it is. I mean, I'm not just going to single out Tierney. I don't think anybody was great. Look at this guy. Feliz Navidad, you know. Look at this guy. Big up, bro. Yeah. And you thought I weren't coming into work, yeah, because I was lying. Can you hear it in my voice now? Can you hear that I had COVID, bro? You know what I'm saying? I had high temperature, shaking, my joints were hurting these last couple of days This is why I haven't even been putting out videos. I've been like mad amounts of pain, been in bed, sleeping 90% of the day. I was literally just sleeping through the whole day and night, waking up, barely being able to eat, bro. And this guy's trying to call me a liar, you know. Lau, don't worry. When I get back to work, yeah, we'll have conversations, bro. We'll have conversations. I'm telling you right now, I saved you by not coming into work because all of you lot would have caught COVID, yeah? And then it would have been my fault, innit? I'm telling you, listen, it's mad. COVID ain't no joke. It's the first time I caught it, and it's no joke. It's no joke. Hit the lights up, people. Zinchenko's class. Lokonga needs a loan. He ain't ready for the English game. Bro, he needs a permanent loan. We need to get rid of his ass. He ain't good enough. I'm sick of him. I don't want to give him no more chances. Tomiyasu is bang average. I think he's bang average as well, bro. I can't even lie to you. And Nketiah was celebrating like he banged in a brace in the North London derby. Shameless, bro. Absolutely shameless from Nketiah. But there you go. There you go, innit? Absolutely shameless from this guy. Eddie's stat padding once again. Game was already over at 1-0. It is what it is. What's this? Are you ever happy? Yeah, I am happy, actually. I'm happy. I'm happy when we actually perform well for 90 minutes and win. That's when I'm happy. I'm not happy when I see my club going into 10 days of the transfer window, not addressing everything that I can see right now. Because I tell you what, it didn't even, let's take it back before the transfer window opened. 10 days ago, I could already tell you that the Congo wasn't good enough. Onene ain't good enough. Fabi Vieira isn't good enough. Nketiah isn't good enough. Rob Holding isn't good enough. Tomiyasu isn't good enough. I didn't need this game to let me know that these lot ain't good enough. I didn't need that. But what has my club done about it? What has my club actually done about it so far? Okay. So there you go. And I'm not the most smiley because I still got COVID. Yeah. If you had COVID, would you be doing a live right now? Because what I should be doing is relaxing in bed, but I'm doing a live. So I don't understand really. But yeah, in case you didn't know, yeah, I still got COVID. So there you go, innit? It is what it is, man. Get better soon. Big up Arsenal Manic, man. Yeah, I had COVID. It's awful. It's horrible, bro. Horrible. Really horrible, man. I sent it to you on Instagram against about Martinez. Did you send it to me? I didn't even see that. I didn't even see, bro. Like I said, I've been ill. I ain't even seen it, bro. I'll check it though. Love though. 80 to 90 mil for Mudryk is to sit him on the bench is a madness. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, is he gonna start? Like, is he putting Martinelli on the bench? He's putting Starboy Saka on the bench. I don't know. Saka definitely ain't going to the bench for Mudryk. Then you're looking at Martinelli. I think Martinelli still has been playing well. So I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't. I don't see how blowing that much money, most of our transfer budget for January, on only Mudryk is a smart idea when we've got multiple positions that we need to address, and there's very good options out there that we can get with that budget. You know, I just don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I would really like if Arsenal signed Maddison, Baller. Me too, man. Me too. I can't lie. Me too. But it doesn't help if we just show our entire hand. Mudryk, let's keep our options open. But no, we're talking to one gal at a time, and the entire block knows. We are so predictable. Facts, bro. Facts. I don't get why we're gonna listen. We may not do it, but I don't understand why we're putting all our eggs in the Mudryk basket. I just don't understand. Like today, you can see. Like today, when you're looking at the lineup, you can see if Xhaka gets injured, you got Lokonga starting in that position. If Partey gets injured, you got Mohamed El Nene. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what you got. If Ben White gets injured, you got Tomiyasu starting there. If man think that's good enough, yeah, to go up against big Man City, all right, cool, innit? We'll talk at the end of the season. I'm surprised you lot ain't looking at Zaha and Eze. They would both fit right into you lot's team. Bro, I like Eze and I like Olise. I like both of them. I can't even lie. I think both of them are ballers. They're absolute ballers. I'll take them. I can't even lie to you. But yeah, Zaha, I just don't understand how we're not looking at Zaha with his contract situation. Bro, I'll be real with you, D1, bro. When do Arsenal do what we want them to do, man? I don't know. bro. Did you see how we slapped up Chelsea, bro? That was embarrassing. I can't lie, that was embarrassing. I did see that. I did see that. Chelsea fans look like they're in meltdown. Talking about rebuilds and that. But yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing because the whole point of a rebuild is to start winning major honors. My team ain't won major honors yet, so I'm just gonna smirk, not say nothing to Chelsea. 20 mil on loan. How long is the loan? Is that 20 mil the player's salary for the term or fee to the club, then wages on top of that? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's up until May, which I get is a bit expensive, but I think it's the fee to the club, and then the wages you can still negotiate as to if we're going to split his wages or cover his whole wages. They probably would want us to cover most of the wages, but that's for the teams then to negotiate. Do you know what I mean? But either way, man, like it's still cheaper. It's still cheaper than going out there and buying a striker at his level for 70, 80 mil. Still cheaper. Do you know what I'm saying? So I would still go down that route personally. But what do I know? What do I know? I would offer 80 mil for Felix. He's young, can improve. He's an Arteta type of player. You would think that. You would think that he would suit his system. You know, close control, very good at, having that kind of freelancer role where you can drift in and out, drift into the left, then go into the center, bring attackers and midfielders into the game, and is able to find the back of the net. You'd think he could take over Jesus's role effortlessly, but I don't know. Apparently, Shakhtar tried to say because we signed Grealish for 100 mil, then Mudryk is 100 as well. Yeah, I heard that. But just because they say that doesn't mean that we have to pay that, That's what I'm saying. And the biggest problem, this is when your club starts getting finessed. When a club demands a certain amount of money, if you fall for it, you're fucked. Because you buy that player, the next time you go for another player, let's say the next summer, let's say we buy Mudryk for 80 mil. Or 100 mil, however much they want it. Next summer, if we go in for, let's say we go to Benfica and say, we want Enzo Fernandez. And we say, we'll buy him for 50 mil. Let's just say. They're going to be like, nah, 100 mil. We'll be like, no, that's too much. Yeah, but you bought Mudryk for 100 mil. Yeah, no, but we trying to get a deal. No, there's no deal. That's the amount of money, that's it. And every club will have that energy because they'll think, right, you lot paid the full asking price on Mudryk, so that's the price and that's it. And then every team will start pricing us out of their players or pricing us full whack for all their players because they're going to see that we're Arsenal player. And if they don't, well, we'll just try and call their bluff. So you can't be just giving clubs what they want, the amount of money that they want, because then you go down that dark hole of clubs just thinking, right, we're just going to bump up the price all the time. Every time Arsenal comes sniffing around one of our players, we're going to bump up the price because Arsenal's got the money. You got to play broke. You have to play broke. You can't just be splurging all the money like that before you get finessed out here. Shakhtar taking the piss. They should be over the moon with even 50 mil. Is there even football being played in Ukraine with the war? I have no idea. That's a great question. I have no idea. I cannot even lie to you. To have any hope of competing with City, we need to strengthen in this window. We need a top-class striker ASAP. Some backup options, which tonight showed that we clearly lack. Facts. Big up, man. Big up, bro. I'm fuming. We got a Dutch kitchen sink and not Felix. I call Weghorst that because that's what you throw when you that's what you throw when you out. You have tried everything else. Man like Northside call-in show is still pending. I've been waiting for it. Bro, when I put the link out, no one jumps on, bro. There's been times I've put the link out. No one's jumped in. I think the last time I put the link out, one person jumped on, which was the last one. Who was it again? What's his name? I forgot his name. But I didn't do it because I was ill. I already had COVID, and I said, listen, I got to lock off the show. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a call-in show. I'm gonna do the next. I'm gonna do it. Let me just fully heal from COVID, because I'm already even running out of breath now. Right. let me fully heal, and I'll do the call-in show. Yeah, that's a promise. I'll do the call-in show. You guys already know what the rules are. Put your camera on, put your mic on, and you can come on and have your say. Bro, look at our bench versus Newcastle. Compare the two benches. They have 2 strikers on the bench. We have none. We have to sign players, 100%. Keep drinking liquid water, not Baileys. Bro, I've not had no alcohol. I got a box of Peroni downstairs. I've not touched it. I've got a bottle of rum as well. I've not finished it. You know, I've had no alcohol, for time, bro. Like, I've not, no alcohol, bro. But love anyway, man. Love for the heads up. And eat vegetable soup. I do like soup, but the soup always reminds me that I'm ill, innit? That's the most time I'll be eating soup. Like, caldo verde. If you're Portuguese, you'll know about caldo verde. Those kind of soups there. It's always like, not always when you're ill, but my mom always give it to me when I'm ill, innit? So, yeah, that's what I got to be on right now, innit? Did you see that Man United are trying to sign, Weghorst? Yeah, listen, let them do what they want to do, innit? You know what I mean? Because they were up for João Felix. When I heard that, I was like, cool. There's no excuse now for us not to go in for João Felix now. But yeah. I hope you get better soon. Thank you, bro. That's very kind of you, man. Thank you very much. I've also been hearing a lot that Arteta really wants Ferran Torres at Arsenal. God forbid. God forbid. Them antibodies are ready for the next time you get COVID, brother. Feel better soon. Thank you, bro. Thank you. This time, I mean, but I can't. I felt like dying. I can't even lie. Like the pain of COVID. Oh my days. Nah, man. It hurt. My body was in pain. And the thing is, the pain didn't stop. So I was in pain the whole day. Then nighttime, I was in pain the whole night. Then I was waking up, my whole clothes were drenched. I was literally like, one time I had an Arsenal shirt on, I chucked it off. It was just drenched in sweat. The bed was just drenched. My trousers, everything, my boxers, everything, my t-shirt, all drenched in sweat. Or my body trying to fight it off. I couldn't even sleep, and then like just overheating. Like the heating's not even on, just overheating. Then trying to get water. Then I had a blocked nose. Then the pain, like my back, I had back pains. I felt like I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I had a male period. I don't know if I was pregnant. I don't know what was going on with me, but something was going on. I felt like death, absolute death. And now it's kind of like I lose my breath. Like if I talk too much, I lose my breath. Or if I even when I'm just trying to clean the house, I start losing my breath. Like over the most minute things. Go up the stairs and lose my breath. Like it's mad. It's absolutely mad. Listen, people, make sure you look after yourself, because COVID ain't a joke, man. It ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. Look after yourself. I'm gutted about Felix. He's got to be one of the best midfielders in La Liga. If we had any balls about us, would gate crash this Chelsea deal. Probably won't, though, knowing Arsenal with transfer windows. Exactly. We wasted 50 mil on Vieira and Lokonga, and I want to cry Northside, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This is why we're here, just to vent, bro. I don't know what's going on. This club talking about getting the right players. Someone tell me how Lokonga's the right kind of player. I'd rather we just move on from Mudryk and spend the money we want to outlay on him on 2 midfielders and a forward. There you go. I heard that Chelsea will pay all of Felix's wage. But there you go. Well, then Arsenal know now what they need to do. What's this? Trossard will be a free at the end of the season. Do you think you lot will look at him? I don't know. To be honest. I don't know. I never know what this club will do. Northside, we will win the league. I hope you're right, bro. I hope you're right. Having said that, we need to prioritize the striker position. Nketiah's crap. Yeah, he scored 2 goals tonight. So could me and you against Oxford. We then need to go and get backup options. There you go. What's this here? Bro, you need to be drinking water. Pepsi, no good for COVID. Trust me, bro. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Obviously, I can't leave it. I got no water next to me, innit? The Pepsi was the closest, so it is. But love, man, love. Get well soon, and it's big up to you, bro. I know you asked me about Portugal. Yeah, I answered it before, but yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the Martinez being the new Portuguese coach. I'm not happy, bro. Speedy recovery though, bro. You know I got your back always, my bro. Yo, big up, man. You're always here supporting, man. Big up to you, bro. Also, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I've been following Arsenal this season. I want them to win the league so they can overthrow Man City. Big up to you, bro. Hopefully we do it. COVID is crazy. I couldn't cope. I was passing out and everything. Mad cough, fever, temperature, weakness, headaches, blocked nose. Yeah, bro. Oh my days, man. The aches in your joints as well. I felt like an old man. It's like, bro, it was mad. There's tons of travelers from abroad entering the country without any COVID testings. There's COVID epidemic in China again, though, bruv. It's all mad, bro. It's all mad. I'm telling you, it's all mad. COVID is serious. It's not a joke at all. We need to protect ourselves, bro. I'm telling you, man. I don't even know where I caught it. This is the thing, people. I don't even know where I caught it. Like at work, like I have to wear a mask in it. So, you know, I'm not saying mask like, but you know, I got my masks and stuff. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I've had Rona 3 times. Second time, I felt so ill and my body, legs were killing me, and I constantly felt cold. Took me 2 weeks to get over. Bro, I'm telling you. I had that as well, like always feeling cold, like trembling, bruv. It's mad. Absolutely mad. Oh, I did see this. Gareth Bale retired from football at the age of 33. He could still play if he wanted. What do you make of him? Top player or overrated? Yeah. Well, he won the league with LAFC, innit? So he was only there a couple of months and he already won that league. So I guess he's won everything there is to win already in America, only being there for a couple of months. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, with all his injuries and all the problems he had with injuries over there at Real Madrid and everything else like that, I'm not too surprised. He's not somebody like Messi and Ronaldo that have looked after their body and not had major injuries to their bodies. I think he's always been, not always, but his time in Real Madrid, he's had a lot of injuries. So I can understand why he's kind of like, you know, my body's had enough, maybe. But Gareth Bale, I got to keep it real. Gareth Bale on his day was unstoppable. And in his peak, I mean, the guy's done it all. How many Champions Leagues did he win? I swear he won something like 5 Champions Leagues or something like that. Something stupid. 4 or 5 Champions Leagues. He won bare Champions Leagues, like, you know what I mean? And scored some important goals for Real Madrid, insecure in those Champions Leagues. Gareth Bale, I still think the best of Gareth Bale I saw was in the Premier League, but that guy in his prime was an absolute beast. Top player. And what was sad is Arsenal had the choice of going for getting Gareth Bale or getting Walcott. We see now who was the better option. So yeah, well done there, Arsenal. But not saying that Walcott was a bum, because Walcott wasn't a bum, but he weren't Gareth Bale levels. Let's just keep it real. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Let him retire. He was earning a stupid amount of money over there at Real Madrid. I know for a long time they were trying to get rid of him and he wouldn't leave. He had a contract and he just abided by that contract. So the guy's got bare money, man. You know what I mean? Welsh icon. It's time for him to just go play golf, innit? You know what I mean? That's what the guy loves to do. But yeah, the talent of Gareth Bale in his prime, absolute beast of a player. So yeah, man, let him go retire. That's what I say. Let him go retire, enjoy life, man. What's this? But yeah, listen, people. I'm gonna wrap up now, man. Love for tuning in. Obviously, Arsenal got the job done. against Oxford in the end. We advanced to the next round, and now it's on to bigger fish. Obviously, this weekend we've got the North London derby against the Spurs, and hopefully the players, obviously it's going to be a different team. We obviously rotated this team because it was playing Oxford, but hopefully we were able to put a 90-minute performance. That's what it's going to take against Spurs. I'm expecting them to try and stifle us and make it hard for us to break them down and to beat them. So hopefully we do what we need to do against Tottenham, and it is what it is. Arsenal 3, Oxford United 0. And big up to everyone that's been wishing me a speedy recovery from COVID and everything. I really appreciate that. Love for tuning in, love for the support, the comments and everything. And without further ado, I need to go rest because I'm running out of breath. I'm out, people.